Today in this video we are going to understand the importance of self-management. That is a topic under chapter 2, that is self-management skills. Now सबसे पहले हम ये समझते हैं कि self-management होता क्या है. What is self-management? Self-management means how you manage yourself to achieve your goals. जो भी आपके goals है उसको achieve करने के लिए आप किस तरीके से अपने आप को मैनेज करते हैं, किस तरीके से अपना टाइम टेबल सेट करते हैं, हाउ यू सेट योर टाइम टेबल, हाउ यू सेट योर schedule for the day so that you achieve the goal for that particular day. Or it is not always about a particular day, but how you manage your things so that you achieve the goals that you have set for yourself. जो अभी आपने goals अपने लिए set किए हैं उनको achieve करने के लिए आप जिस तरीके से भी अपने आप को मैनेज करते हो उसको हम बोलते हैं सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट. नाउ एक बहुत इजी एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं सेल्फ मैनेजमेंट को समझने के लिए. हु मैनेजेस द थिंग्स एट योर हाउस? आपके घर पे सब चीजें कौन देखता है? मोस्ट ऑफ यू विल आंसर योर मदर. So start to end everything your mother is taking care of, like how when she plans everything, that what all things are required to cook the food, are these things available at home? अगर नहीं होती तो वो कैसे भी करके अरेंज करती हैं, लेके आती हैं या आपसे मंगाती हैं. Then she has to manage everything about your homework. Maybe she is also taking care of the entire cooking, cleaning, all the things right now, right? So how she manages herself? She gets up early in the morning and she sees कि ये मेरी priorities है, like whatever things have to be done today. She just set the priority कि कौन सा काम पहले करना है, कौन सा काम बाद में करना है. So to make sure that you all get everything that you require that particular day. So this is the best example of self management. So your mother is a self managed person. क्यों? क्योंकि हम उनको नहीं बताते हैं कि आपको कैसे काम करना है. We never tell them that how they have to work, but they work everything so perfectly, right? So this is known as self management कि हमें कोई बताता नहीं है कि हमें क्या करना है, but we know how to achieve our goals. That is known as self management. Managing the things by self, managing yourself is known as self management. Next, we have the three major skills that are required for self management. कौन सी three major skills हैं जो required होती हैं to become self managed person? So the three things that we are going to discuss is taking an initiative, organizing your time and resources, and accountability. So taking an initiative, first and foremost important thing. Taking an initiative means doing the right thing at the right time without being told. कि nobody is telling us कि हमें क्या करना है, but we know what we have to do and we are doing that thing at a right time. So it requires an individual to believe in one's wonderful self even when facing hurdles and setbacks. For example, as a student, you can stand up for what you believe is right and identify areas where your school can work on. You can educate, address, and more so inspire others. So taking an initiative is very important. आप as a student also you can take any initiative कि हाँ मेरे स्कूल में waste management एक issue है, for example, right? So you can take a step, you can take an initiative to sort out this problem. You can discuss with your teachers, your classmates, that how you can solve this problem. This is known as taking an initiative. So to be self-managed, you should always learn how to take initiatives. Then comes the organizational skills. Organizational skills बहुत important होती है self management में. Now organizational skill होती क्या है? Organizational skill is the ability to use your time, energy and resources efficiently and effectively so as to make yourself more productive. To develop organizational step, you need to follow the below steps. So first of all, organizational skills क्या होती है? Organizational skills means योर एबिलिटी कि आप अपनी टाइम, एनर्जी और रिसोर्सेज को एफिशिएंटली यूज कर रहे हैं और इफेक्टिवली यूज कर रहे हैं, सो दैट you are making yourself productive. Means whatever you are trying to do, you are able to do that work. That is known as you are organized. When you are organized, you do things on time, राइट? आप अपनी सारी चीज़ें टाइमली ख़त्म कर लेते हैं इफ़ यू आर ऑर्गेनाइज। और ऑर्गेनाइज होने के लिए क्या क्या ज़रूरी है? फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट आइडेंटिफाइंग एंड डिफाइनिंग द स्पेसिफिक गोल। सबसे पहले आपको अपने गोल्स पता होने चाहिए कि ये चीज़ें मुझे करनी है, दीज आर माई गोल्स। उसके बाद ब्रेक डाउन ऑफ गोल्स इन स्मॉलर टास्क। एक बहुत बड़ा हमने सोच लिया कि चलो टुडे आई एम गोइंग टू स्टडी 7 चैप्टर्स ऑफ बायो। सो अगर आपको 7 चैप्टर्स भी करने हैं, यू कैन नॉट डू इट टुगेदर, यू कैन डिवाइड इट इनटू 7 पार्ट्स कि पहले 1 घंटे में मैं फर्स्ट चैप्टर करूंगा, फिर 15 मिनट का ब्रेक लेके सेकेंड चैप्टर करूंगा, राइट? सो वी हैव टू ब्रेक डाउन आवर गोल्स into smaller pieces, and also we should have a smart goal. now smart का मतलब हमने क्लास 9th में ही पहले हमने डिस्कस किया है कि स्मार्ट गोल क्या होता है। स्मार्ट गोल मीन्स स्पेसिफिक, मेजरेबल, अचीवेबल, रियलिस्टिक एंड टाइम बाउंड. These 5 words define a strategy that can help you focus and execute relentlessly. Now your goal should be specific, कि आपको पता होना चाहिए कि मुझे ये स्पेसिफिक टास्क करना है. देन इट शुड बी मेजरेबल, कि आपने कितने टाइम में कितना काम किया, यू शुड बी एबल टू मेजर इट. देन इट शुड बी अचीवेबल एंड रियलिस्टिक. रियलिस्टिक होना चाहिए. एक इम्पॉसिबल गोल हम सेट नहीं कर सकते अपने लिए कि आज मैंने बोला आज मैं पूरा केमिस्ट्री की बुक खत्म कर लूंगी या खत्म कर लूंगा. सो इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल, राइट? इट शुड बी अचीवेबल और रियलिस्टिक होना चाहिए कि हाँ आप उसको अचीव कर सकते हो और वो रियलिस्टिक है, राइट? एंड टाइम बाउंड, ऑब्वियसली यू शुड सेट टाइम फॉर योर गोल्स टू बी अचीव्ड. And here is how you score a goal. How you score a goal? When you have the specific goal, measurable goal, achievable, realistic and time bound. When you follow all these things, then you can achieve your goal and nobody can stop from doing that. Next comes the very important thing, that is time management. Now time management क्या होता है? Time management means आप अपने टाइम को कैसे प्लान करते हो. How you are planning your time, your each day, every week, every month, every year, everything should be planned. Your time should be managed, organized, right? So a good work plan enables you to start being realistic about how much work you can take on, how much time it will take and what activities it would involve. For example, when you get the date sheet for examination, you start preparing immediately for your study plan for the next days until the day of your test, while estimating the time required for each task. So this is the best example. As a student, जब आपको डेट शीट मिलती है तो ऐसा नहीं होता कि आप एग्जाम वाले डे पढ़ते हो. यू डिवाइड योर टाइम कि these many days are there, these many days I want to give to English, these many days I want to give to Hindi, and so on. So time management is very important. Tips to prioritize and to spend your time efficiently. How you can spend your time efficiently? सबसे पहला and most important, prioritize and schedule. You have to prioritize your task, कि आपको डिसाइड करना है कि आपको कौन सा टास्क पहले करना है, कौन सा बाद में करना है, और एक स्केड्यूल बनाना है, राइट? Learn to say no is very important. Learn to say no is very important because अगर आप सारे काम लेते जाओगे तो क्या होगा? यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू डू इट एफिशिएंटली. सो उतना ही आपको सोचना, उतना ही गोल डिसाइड करना चाहिए या उतना ही काम लेना चाहिए जितना कि आप कर सकते हो, राइट? सो यू हैव टू लर्न टू से नो, दैट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. स्पेंडिंग द राइट टाइम ऑन द राइट एक्टिविटी, राइट? सो यू हैव टू सेट योर टाइम कि इतने टाइम में मुझे ये वाला टास्क करना है, इतने टाइम पे ये वाला टास्क करना है. ऐसा नहीं कि एक टास्क करने में तो हमने 2-3 घंटे लगा दिए, उसके बाद अनदर टास्क के लिए हमारे पास टाइम ही नहीं बचा, राइट? सो वी हैव टू स्पेंड द राइट टाइम ऑन राइट एक्टिविटी. Next come a very important term that is known as accountability. See, accountability and responsibilities should not be confused because accountability and responsibility are different things. Now, accountability is a vital component of self-management. Accountability and responsibilities are interrelated to each other, but they don't mean the same thing. तो डिफरेंस क्या होता है अकाउंटेबिलिटी में और रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी में? Difference is responsibility can be shared while accountability is personal. For example, मैंने आपको एक प्रेजेंटेशन दी बनाने के लिए और आपने अपने ब्रदर से उसको बनवा लिया या ब्रदर और सिस्टर से कुछ भी हेल्प लेके, लेकिन आप उसके लिए अकाउंटेबल हो, रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी तो आपने अपने ब्रदर को दे दी कि हाँ भाई यू मेक माई पीपीटी, राइट, but you are accountable because it is your work, so you are personally accountable for that presentation. अगर उसमें कोई मिस्टेक होगी तो आप ये नहीं बोलोगे कि ये मेरे ब्रदर ने बनाई थी, you will not. So responsibility can be shared but accountability is personal and you are accountable for your actions. जो भी आप करते हो you are accountable for that thing, you have to answer, right? So it means the ownership of the action and also not to blame others for the faults, जो भी faults हैं. That means कि you are owner, you are the owner of your actions. You cannot blame others for anything. That is known as the accountability. You can also remind yourself why you are procrastinating and identify the real problem while also promising yourself a reward after completing the task. आप अपने लिए एक reward भी set कर सकते हैं कि आप जब मैंने class complete कर लिया तो after that you are going to give yourself a reward. Reward can be anything. It can be a chocolate, it can be a day off, it can be anything. So make this a habit and sooner or later you will forget what procrastination ever felt like, right? Now, develop a can-do attitude by managing your emotions. So you should have a positive attitude towards your work, whatever work you are doing. उसके लिए आपको एक पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड डेवलप करना है, राइट, कि हाँ ये काम मैं कर सकता हूँ. एंड यू शुड नेवर बी द सोर्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम दैट यू आर फाइंडिंग द एक्सक्यूज कि दूसरों को ब्लेम कर रहे हैं अपने फेलियर के लिए. यू शुड बी अकाउंटेबल फॉर योर सेल्फ. And also on the other side note, emotions always get in the way of rational interpretation of a solution. So always keep your emotions aside, right? You have to work on your emotions as well. So often what happens, people over express their feelings or suppress them to cope with the situation. So howsoever the different circumstances is, different emotional reactions and expression, although it is easier to experience and acknowledge your emotions, it is even important not to act on your emotions instinctively. अपने emotions के हिसाब से हमें act नहीं करना चाहिए. We have to think in a realistic way and do not allow the emotion to come in the way of achieving our goals. That is also very important. Coping with distress, right? हम सबकी लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आते रहते हैं, बट वी शुड लर्न हाउ टू कोप विद स्ट्रेस. Unfortunate events like illness, injuries, death in family or some other event happen in life, all the while being unexpected, just like coronavirus 2019 जो कि अभी हमारे पास सबसे बड़ा इशू है, right? So we should all be able to look after ourselves at these moments so as to still reach our goal. And it may be hard and tough, but we need to surround ourselves with people who can provide us and guide us with emotional and physical support. Count on your blessings in life and be grateful no matter what, and you will get through the storms sooner than you may think. So we should know how to cope with stress in our life. बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं हमारी लाइफ में, लेकिन हम उससे स्ट्रेस होके अपना काम करना नहीं छोड़ सकते, अपने गोल्स को अचीव करना नहीं छोड़ सकते. So we have to cope with the things in life like we are doing for coronavirus. We all are living with it now, right? We all are taking care of ourselves. So this is how we have to cope with the situations. Now comes the positive impacts of self-management. So positive impacts क्या क्या होते हैं? We develop a self-management skills. We develop the interpersonal development skills. We develop the socio-economic factors. And also we become relationship management. We have the relationship management capabilities when we are self-managed. So these all characteristics we develop when we have the self-management skills. Goal. When you reach your goal, it makes you more organized, instills discipline, helps in attaining more goals, enhancing self-confidence, commands respect from others, build your status in society, and most of us make you a better person. So जब आप अपने गोल पे पहुंच जाते हो तो क्या होता है, आप ज़्यादा ऑर्गेनाइज बन जाते हो, you are disciplined, and you can attain more goals after that. It enhances your self confidence, it commands respect from other, and builds your status in society, and obviously when you are achieving your goal, it makes you a better person. And that's just as easy as it gets. So you all should be learning self-management skills and managing your time and everything. And yes, if you have any questions, you can post in the comment box. Thank you so much.